Continuing with Shining Force 2.
Wait! You're blind. Stop going all the way over there.
What's wrong, Adler?
Bowie, Peter, can you hear that?
Hear what? I don't hear anything.
Shut up, Peter.
Somebody is crying for help. From over here.
Oh, you gotta chase him down the hole.
It's coming from this direction.
Look, over there. And actually one of my favorite characters.
Help me!
An elven boy? He's stuck in the pond. He must be very tired. Let's pull him out. Is that a good idea? Let's find out. Did you come to help me? Oh, thank you. I might have been eaten by monsters if you hadn't come. My dinner is escaping. Who said that? That pond catches my food. Hey, elf boy, good trap, huh? Those who get stuck in the pond are mine. It's my rule. Then all the missing people were eaten by you. They were in my pond. And this elf is my dinner for tonight. Got it? Did you guys bring the ketchup? No? Oh well. Ketchup? Like, seriously, this is one of the things that I don't understand why they put it in there. Even in a magical world, this is fictional, so I guess I could come up with whatever they have. I'm pretty sure that ketchup doesn't work in this realm. I don't think they would have made something like that and called it ketchup. So just the fact that they put it in here is ridiculous. Alright, and now we're just going to try to not do anything until I can egress, do all my extra stuff. I will do that on screen. I know it's going to be a little bit over 30 minutes, but it shouldn't take that long. Oh, thank God that they didn't move. I didn't want to have to heal up another guy. All I need to do is egress. And then I'll start the next episode in the battle. And we'll discuss what happens at that point. Alright, we're going to raise people. Yeah, Bowser. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever getting into promotion. I could do a montage of leveling up Bowser somehow. But I'd rather not. I think he's a lost cause at this point in time. There we go. Yes. So we're going to promote. Let's see here. Jaha doesn't have his item yet, so let me get that done. We'll pass that to Jaha. Because we want him to become a Baron. Promote. Alright, we're gonna promote Chester. So, Chester and Rick can be promoted to another class. The Pegasus Knight. In which they lose a little bit of defense, they get to fly, and I think they get a little bit more attack. But they also lose, because they're a flyer, they lose that defense boost that you get from the terrain. And to be quite honest, I would really prefer them to be Pegasus Knights. I love flyers. They'll have fantastic movement and everything. But you get it so late. Like, Chester would never become a Pegasus Knight in this type of run-through where I'm replacing everybody. So that's why he's becoming a Paladin. I'm going to do the same thing with Rick, because although he would be replaced really late, and he would have the chance of doing so, I would have him as a knight with unpromoted weapons for so long he would just be useless. So I am going to promote him without that item, because you just get it really late. You do get a Pegasus Knight later anyway, that I will use. I think I'll be able to use him at the end. Yeah, I will be able to use him at the end. And I mean, Rick, although I'll have him for a while, he will be replaced eventually. So that's something you have to take into account. But for this type of playthrough, I'm not worried about that. I could also just have somebody reserved to be able to get that later on, or get like Elric, who is from Creed's Mansion, which we'll discuss later on. But it's just not worth it. And I'm only taking one character from Creed's Mansion, and that's what I'm going with. I'm not counting the other 3 joining the party at all, because that's an optional thing that a lot of people don't even know you can do, and I think it just muddles out the characters, because really they're the best of everything. They just end up being underleveled. So I just don't want to have to worry about that, deal with that. I'm just considering you're only getting one character. I will get the other characters, but I won't use them. Alright, now we got the Baron, him as a Baron, which is fantastic. Slade. He does have a unique class originally, and in the next one he does turn into a ninja, which he becomes freaking awesome. Yes, we have lots of promotions. Alright, let's go May. Oh, this is... I've been waiting for this one. She doesn't change much in her look, but it does change a little bit. She does look pretty cool. I like the look of the Bow Knight anyway, or the Ranger. Sorry, but it does become pretty cool. And then Rick. Again, I'm just going to go straight to Paladin for him, despite the fact that he could be a Pegasus Knight. I'm just not willing to do that. Go. And then we're gonna go get some items. I think that's we're gonna go through, and then we're gonna go through and end this run. But just to show it off, oops, that's not the one. Just to show it off a little bit, the last portrait change that you're probably gonna see, because I don't think we're gonna see Bowser's. It's just not in the stars, but Slade has definitely changed. He is a ninja. That's awesome. He can use swords. That's wonderful. And the same thing with Jaha. He actually can use swords as well. So we go into here, because I have a mithril to store. And the dry stone. We'll store the heal water. Is there anything else besides the mithril? I don't, Vigor Ball. I'll use that for somebody else down the line. And I'm not gonna get comments for this in time or anything, but I am curious on who you guys actually want, because it's coming up close. Who you guys like to recruit for from Creed's Mansion. Because I usually stick with Karna, because she's a healer and I really need her in this type of playthrough, but I mean, that's not the sole reason. Okay. Luke has that. So I'm just curious. Oh yeah, I mean, look at this. I mean, the Thieves' Dagger, we can't compare it because he can't use daggers anymore, but whatever. Who is the... Let's see what the broadsword does for Jaha. So that brings him up to 50. What about the battle axe? Okay, yeah, so getting a sword for him at this time works better for him. Later on, you'll actually see that axes are better. But there's certain swords that are better, so Barons get the best of both worlds, so they can use either or, so it's fantastic. Alright, we get the power spear that's better than even the steel lance, which is fantastic. Guess we'll sell that stuff. So we don't need 2 items, which is good. May becomes even more ridiculous. No, I don't need to get anybody a flail or leather glove right now. So we're all good. But yeah, I'm curious on who you like for I need to sell. For Greed's Mansion. Because there's 4 characters, and be quite honest, they are absolutely the best characters in their respective classes. Hands down. There is no question about that. They end up being way stronger than the other ones that are. If you don't know, there's 4 characters that are in Creed's Mansion that you get the choice of in the beginning, and then you can pick up the other 3 later on, like way later on, when they are way under-leveled. They are level 20 when you pick them up. So immediately available for promotion. I think they're level 20. In any case, they're immediately available for promotion, so they're at least level 20. And again, they're pretty much the best characters in either of the classes. They're the strongest. You don't have to worry about anything. But which one do you pick up first? Because you pick up one of them first. I'll pick up some healing items as I'm talking about this too. I like Karna. I think that's the majority choice anyway, because she's a healer that has the best spells. And you know, I'm gonna bite the bullet and get healing seeds for people because I've needed the extra healing. This is for my one-timers. There we go. So, especially like this playthrough, I'm gonna go with Karna, because I'm gonna be missing a healer for a while, but even in normal sense, I generally go with a healer, because I only have one at the time. And, to be quite honest, another powerful healer, because that is the most powerful healer with the right spells and everything, is just wonderful. And since you don't have a second healer, it kind of sucks if you have to or you don't ever have to split up your party, but if you do split up your party, you only have one side that has healing, besides any healing items, and I would rather avoid all that. There we go. So just tell me who you like. I also like Tyron. He's actually, again, the best sorcerer that you can get, or best mage that you can get. You know, I think it's Randolph is the gladiator that you could, or he can turn into a gladiator, or a baron, and then you have Elric, who is a knight that can turn into a Pegasus Knight or a paladin, and again, he would be the best candidate for a Pegasus Knight. He'd be freaking awesome. But only being able to choose one that would be really viable unless you grind them afterwards. Which one would you choose? Please let me know down in a comment below. Hello everybody, my name is Magnus and welcome back to Let's Play Shining Force 2. Last we left off, we did a couple of more promotions, we finished up a battle, and then ended up here. We're going to save one of my favorite characters, Elric, over here. And this is the beginning of this battle. Basically, if you leave this battle and then you come back, you have to go through about half of the sequence again for the dialogue and everything. And since I already did it, I didn't want to show that off again. I don't think you need to see it a second time. But in either case, we promoted Rick to a paladin, which is fantastic. Gained a bit more strength to that power spear, and the same thing with Chester. So you can see he's only like one behind, and he's got more defense, more agility. Does have less HP, but again, they're almost identical. It just depends on what you want. We have Jaha as a Baron, so he did gain one move. So my second guess of which one it was, I forgot if the Gladiator had +1 move automatically anyway, but the Baron really does have that extra move, which is fantastic. He just has less defense. You'll see his agility also be up a little bit more too. Then we got May into a Bow Knight, which is fantastic, especially with the Robin Arrow. I think that is when she starts shooting at 3 range. So with her movement of 6 on top of that, she's going to be ranging out most of our enemies. We have Slade as a ninja, and he's going to look freaking awesome. He uses swords now, so his damage output is fantastic. He's still a glass cannon, though, and that's going to remain the same anyway. Alright. I didn't check out the enemies yet, so we're going to have to go through and check out. The Harpy is just ridiculous. I hate fighting these Harpies. They can poison you, they can cast Dispel, so they can basically silence your magic users. And look, 60 attack. 60 attack. Who do I have that can take that type of damage? And basically, it's like Chester with his high HP. And that's barely able to take that attack. Even, let's take Jaha. He's at 33 HP with 32 defense, so normally able to take that. With poison, that kind of sucks, because you can die from poison here. Increases defense by a little bit, it's still ridiculous. So you've got that Harpy there, this Harpy here. You're completely surrounded on this canyon and stuck on this canyon. You have the Harpy over here. With Darkham Dam, you have the or Madam. You have the High Priest. You have another Harpy. So there's a total of 4. And then these 2 down here with the Orcs and the air launchers. They really have you stuck at this battle. It's a difficult battle. So what I want to do is, we're going to try to get 1 Harpy at a time, and try to stay away from the other enemies as much as possible. 1 thing at a time here. Oh, and there's another one to the south there. So there's a total of 5 Harpies, sorry. So that one's already coming in. The other one didn't yet, so that's good. It's probably a dangerous spot to put Case in, but like you have almost nowhere to go here. And I'm just trying to back away from as much as I can on the right side, because I just cannot take on all this together. And I'm gonna try to bait with Jaha over in this bush, because he's really the best one that can take the damage. May is fine over here, because she can move and shoot at 3 range, hopefully now. I didn't check that, but I'm pretty sure she can. If anybody's going to take the damage, it's going to be Bowser, which he's just going to die outright, no matter what. Okay, so I think I'll do that just for his safety, and the same thing with Luke over here. I haven't seen the other one come down yet. They may be just waiting for each other. Yeah, they are. Sucks. So I have to kind of wait for the right side to come through. I forget which one goes when. You really can't expect anybody to memorize that, unless you're trying to do a speed run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's the danger zones. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So actually, he's in a good spot. This safe spot. Sorry, Bowser, but you're gonna take 1 for the team. Keep him over here. Gonna just move him 1 spot over. Still protect my healer, just in case the other one comes up. Keep him there, just in case the other one comes down. Yeah, this is not a fun one. Seriously, it's pretty much the Taros battle that can throw people off guard. And then it's a battle that comes up. I think it's 2 battles after this that can catch people off guard. And it has major difficulty spikes. This one is specifically the Harpies. They're just really ridiculous. Whoever created these monsters, god damn it. I mean, look at this. Yeah, they can't crit, but there goes Gerhalt, and I needed Gerhalt. There goes Bowser, getting the other one. They just lost 2 guys. This is what this does to me, and I didn't This never happens to me, because I usually charge in a little bit more, but I usually also, I usually also a higher level too. So I was trying out something new, and this obviously didn't work, which is not good. Let's see Slade's new animation. I mean, look at that. He's badass. So at least I have that to look forward to in this one. Yeah, don't come down, please. I'm now depressed. I think I probably should have attacked the harpy, but I need to take out this Dark Madam too. I have a lot of characters that haven't gone yet, and I just need to take them out as quickly as possible. The harpies, they don't have a ton of defense, and they don't get the terrain bonuses, so that does help. But they have a decent number. They have a decent, yeah. And you can see that she did get the 3 range in that. They have a decent enough defense for it to matter, and a decent enough HP for it to matter. I'm actually gonna blast here because I need the damage output. I need these guys dead as quickly as possible. Yeah, and that gave Sarah much more experience than any healing would have. I knew that was gonna happen, but at least the harpy is killable. I need to make them pay for killing 2 of my guys. Alright, yeah, we can do this. Look at Jaha. That's freaking awesome. The Baron looks amazing. The Gladiator is pretty good too, but the Baron just looks amazing. We're gonna get another one later that stays with us for the rest of the time, which is awesome. Yeah, take out this other harpy, because that's what's gonna kill us. The Dark Madam isn't really gonna kill us, it's the harpy. Alright, now we're out of range of that one, which is actually kind of good. Oh, is that putting him in danger? 1, 2, 3, 4 now. No. Yeah, but just in case. I need space around. Okay. Here we go. Fantastic. I love sorcerers. Just, I love that reliable amount of damage. Alright. Now you take him out. And worry about the other harpy. To be honest, with my normal strategy, I probably would have lost one character and Bowser, no matter what. So I'm not that mad, but it really looked like I had completely screwed everything up right from the get-go. Which, I mean, honestly, I did. So that was, so in the end, it probably didn't affect me as much as I thought it did at the time. But still, it has a massive effect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no. I don't want to put him here because he has no defenses. I'm taking him over there. Alright, who's hurt? Kaizen is. Okay. Well, Kaizen is probably going to die from any normal attacks, but... or at least from, like, the harpies. Like, he's gonna die from that. But I don't want him to die from, like, an arrow launcher or from... Slade, I'll take the damage on. He is a glass cannon, but he can survive the orc attack. Okay. So, retreating... little bit. They have 7 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can move safely over here. That's fine. As long as I'm in range to take out that harpy, I'll be okay. So that's pretty much what I'm doing, is just getting myself in range to take out the harpy. He's fine there. That harpy, and we still have another 2. So the enemy does charge you in this one. That is something that is good on the okay, good. I thought it was something different. Oh. Thought he was doing a double attack. It's good on the AI because, I mean, honestly, there's some times where you just don't understand what they're doing. But them charging pretty much right off the bat from the bottom normally, although giving you a little bit of time from the other harpies in the corners, like, this is good design for the AI. Because it gives you the challenge without being completely unfair. I think Bowie's safe there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then, yeah, so there. What about from this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there, okay. So yeah, we're pretty good here. I'm gonna stay around this stair area, field area, where there's some bushes and whatnot. I think Slate kills him. Yes, it does. There we go. The only problem is, I think that arrow launcher might get him, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, okay. So actually he won't be hassled there, so that's good. Alright. Let's go, Peter! There you go. Hit him with those tornadoes. He could basically be the most broken character in the game. Honestly. I mean, I know I talked about it when we were ranking, but he is ridiculous. There we go, Chester. Still useful. Even if it gets counterattacked, he's gonna survive, so he just had a chance of killing. And then, yes, look at that 3 range. And look at the model, too. Look at that. That's freaking awesome. And I do like that they didn't turn it into a gun like they had for Shining Force 1. I thought that was a little cheesy. The way that they did that. Okay, so he actually survives an attack from the harpy. So this is okay. Nobody else is in range. Well, there might be 2 harpies, but if I get them both, I'm actually not too mad. Okay, so he's not in range of that one. He is in range of that one. That's fine. That's fine. I need to take them out at some point, and I'd rather hit him here than much further down. I think the arrow launcher will go much sooner than the harpy, so just take that out. And you can see Slade actually got MP, by the way. Oh, I forgot about that one. Hi, Slade. It's fine. We're fine. We still have majority of our cast here. We're fine. But you can see that he gained MP. He actually gains spells later on, just like Bowie. He'll actually get attack spells. So they end up being equivalent of certain levels of Blaze and Bolt. So he's not a complete mage, but he does have the ability to cast those spells, which actually is very useful, believe it or not. Especially since they're area of effect spells. It's no, like, he doesn't get, like, Blaze 1. They are all advanced ones, so that's something that you have to look out for. I am going to put Bowie here, but that's out of interest of killing this harpy, and I am going to try to box in the group down to the south. Oh, so he just learned Bolt. Fantastic. So now he can cast Bolt in battle. You do have to be careful, because if you plan on egressing, you have to remember that that's 8 magic points that's needed for egressing. And Bolt, I think, costs 8 or something like that. Alright, so just out of range here because other people were in their spot. But that's fine. But you can see May becoming pretty ridiculous. I really wish that they gave her an extra move when she promoted. Because that would make her even better. And I think she not needs it, but it'd be helpful. Alright, so that's another harpy down. Cases is doing work. Yeah, and we're gonna... Well, he doesn't get any bonus from being on there anyway, so just do this. here we go. I know that Rick is in danger, but that's okay. It's worthwhile to try to kill as many enemies as possible. And now we've created a nice wall, so Bowie isn't in absolute danger. We're not worried about Madam casting her spells. So this is pretty good. Rick's gonna die, but we're not worried about the orc and a harpy and the dark priest is that dark priest? High priest, doing anything here. He's in the bushes too, so he's pretty well protected. Normally I'd have to worry about that stuff, but in this case I'm not. Oh, they're healed up, okay. Ooh, that was not good. Okay, we'll go here, because that protects May. Take out the harpy. I don't think... Is the harpy the boss? That's actually a good question. Well, technically this is the boss, but they don't end the chapter, so that's good. Yeah, we'll focus on taking down the harpy. They're the most dangerous out of this. Yeah, see, 2 attack, 2 defense, 2 HP. You're gonna continuously see that from Chester, pretty much. Sometimes you'll see a 3 in there for the attack. Like, he just becomes absolutely ridiculous. He is game-breaking. Especially since you don't have to pay to have him revived, so you know, you can think about how that works. You constantly have him grinding for money or whatever it may be. Yeah, I think Chester's dead from this. Oh, almost. Almost. Let's keep our distance. Yeah? Oh. Well, sorry, Chester. Help! Here we go. I think we're gonna heal him enough for a regular attack not to kill him. Ooh. No, we didn't. We didn't accomplish that, but that's okay. There we go. This is pretty safe. Man, that orc is dodgy. There we go. Good job, Bowie. And I'm pretty sure this high priest is dead. There we go. Good job, Jaha. See, even when they're promoted, they're not actually gaining the max experience all the time either. So you can see kind of the... If you understand how the experience works, you can see that you would want to try switching around when you promote and all that type of stuff. I'm Elric, an archer. I had no idea how dangerous this pond was. You saved my life. Thank you. You should thank Adler. He heard your cry for help and brought us here. Oh, well, it was nothing. An elf always returns a favor. Please, let me help you. Bowie, looks like we found another friend. Oh, thank you. And I really like Elric just because he's an archer. Archers may be weak in Shining Force, but they're not as weak as you think. I mean, you can see me using them in here. May is... I mean, she's the best type of archer anyway, but using her to weaken or to finish off foes, like, that's just what you do. You have to do that in this game anyway, so it doesn't matter as much as, again, a Shining Force or anything else like that. Alright, now the question is, are we going to promote Elric to a sniper or to a, a tank? Because we do have his promotion item, which is the silver tank. And in fact, I think I'm going to use it on him. So, I think before I used it on Janet, which is a character that you get, like, soon after this. You will get her soon. That's not what I want. We want you to derive. Take the silver tank. And give it to Elric. I don't know why. I just actually... I know the reason why I do it. I do this because I love the tank animation. I love seeing my characters as a tank. Like, it is fantastic. And I'm going over here because I need to get the Rabanera anyway. Screw you, game. How dare you put me into this battle again? And it's gonna put me all the way back over. No, it's actually gonna put me over here. Fantastic. Let's see here. So we're gonna promote. We'll go ahead and promote Elric right off the bat. Yep. What is that? Brass Gunner. That's the actual name. So it gives him more defense. So here's the differences. He moves less than as a sniper. He moves less than as an archer. So he has like a 4 move, which is really slow. And I understand that. Trust me, I get it. However, he also gains a lot more defense and is more survivable. And I really I like the sniper animation, but I really like the Brass Gunner one. I think this is a class that doesn't really make you that much better, if it makes you better at all, but it's still worthwhile for me. For me, I still like it because I just like the look of it, I like the feel of it. I don't think that Elric is like, oh, he needs to be a Brass Gunner, but he is good as one. Because the extra range, he really isn't that bad. And because he has that extra defense, and you take it into the factor of them being in terrain, it makes them just much more survivable. So I'm not worried as much as, like, with May, who doesn't have that much good defense anyway. And we're gonna go through and buy the arrow before I go through and save here. So that's why I make him that way. And you'll see the animation and everything when I show it. Rabanero. And you can see he isn't as good in his strength compartment as May. Like, he's got 45. Now, May without the powering would have 51, but still has 51. May still has more defense right now. Again, right now. He has more HP. So, Elric. You know, I'm gonna go over the characters since we can go through and review his stuff. So, like, I've already compared him to May. As you can tell, he's not as good as May. He really isn't. Oh, sorry, Brass Gunners have 5 move. I think the Snipers have 6. My bad on that one. I think they also ignore forests. Or at least ignore a little bit on your difficult terrain. But Elric, he's an archer. He's one of my favorite characters just because I like the look of him. He's a green he's a green elf archer. Like, most people really love that anyway, because I always think of, like, Legolas or something like that. And, you know, even before I saw Lord of the Rings or heard Lord of the Rings and everything, like, elven archer type things were always my deal. And Elric matches up with that. And I love my archers in Shining Force games because they are actually pretty good. They have a little bit less attack than people. I mean, Geralt has 47 attack, and I love Geralt, and people love Geralt. And he has 45, and he can shoot from a 3 range. Geralt only moves 5. Elric's moving 5 as a Brass Gunner. He is still good. I know I rated Geralt high, and some people may argue that I rated him too high, but to be quite honest, I don't. Not in this game. So, Elric, it's gonna seem like I favor him too much, but I give him a 4 out of 5 stars, and here's the reason. He's the second archer that you get, and he may be worse than May, but he's still more defensive most of the time anyway. You'll see that later on. May will have less defense than Elric more often than not, even if he wasn't a brass gunner. But he's another archer. And when it comes to the types of terrains that are out there, May can figure out ways to move far. But there's a lot of terrain types that Elric actually moves further through than May, because May takes a much bigger has much more difficulty going through there, so that takes a bigger penalty when moving. Elric doesn't take as much of a penalty, so he's very reliable, and he still has that. And he's basically starting off with 3 range. You can promote him immediately, and unless you are planning on your characters being extremely high level, you might as well promote him. So he starts off with his 3 range, and he has a decent attack. If I gave the power ring over to him, which I actually might do, it would even things out for them, where he's only a little bit behind, and he still has a good amount of benefits. I'm not saying that he's better than May, because I think I rated May 5 stars, and she's fantastic, and I would stick to that. But in either case, I rate him a 4-star because of that. You get him at a point in the game where you may want to have a second archer, and he's a great option for it. I would almost always choose him over some other characters that we get. Some people that may be dropping off. I mean, let's face it, Bowser, not useful, so you could easily kick him off. Even take Chester, without the power ring. He's hitting at further ranges than Chester. The only problem that he has is movement in comparison. Defense is a little bit lower, and HP is a little bit lower, but he's able to shoot from 3 away. That is massive, and you have the ability to, and the types of characters to go through and form up around Elric to make sure he doesn't get hit anyway. And like, he would be survivable in terrain against those harpies. So those are some things that you need to go through and consider. I mean, even May like is probably actually less survivable, because even though she has more defense, so she's taking less per attack, she doesn't have as much HP. And he scales up fine. He's great for the end game, especially against bosses. One of the things you have to consider is there are some bosses that don't move, or even if they move, some bosses don't have the range to go out and get you. So to be able to have a character that's able to shoot out from afar or from over terrain that they can't go over, or, you know, hey, I need more than 4 characters to kill this boss, which will happen, you need a ranged character. And I mean, look at the strength of Rick with a power spear and everything, and that's going to drop off, right? Because they're going to go to better weapons and whatnot that are only melee, and possibly get some other weapons that are ranged that are better, but not as good as the arrows that you're going to get for your archers. These guys are dedicated with that. They're going to be able to take out those bosses from afar, or at least damage them from afar, and be those 5th, 6th, 7th character that's going to be able to damage the opponent when they're already surrounded, or when there's no space that's around them because of the terrain that's around. Because you're going to have some blocking terrain as well. They're fantastic. Really like them. Elric is specifically, I'm going to give a 4-star. I don't know about Janet. People may hate me for this, but we'll get to Janet when she comes around. I got to see how she is, but to be quite honest, I think she's probably going to rate lower based on timing, having another similar character, levels, strength, all that type of stuff. Because from what I've seen before, it's just not that good. But in either case, I'm gonna try to at least get to where I need to. Let's at least get Elric. Yes, they have an Eric and an Elric into here. And oh, I wish I could go down there and get Bowser, but I can't. Sorry, Sarah. You're benched. Which is sad now that I don't have a healer. can use. We'll go through and give the quick ring over to somebody. Alright, who does not have that good of agility? That I need to have good agility. You know, it might be Elric. Oh, well, you know what? Actually, this is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, and Elric naturally has more agility than me. We're gonna swap this around. Here, so she has a little bit more agility, so she goes quicker. And then Elric, give him that, and then we'll give him the power ring, just to boost him up a little bit. And now he's just as powerful as anybody else anyway. And I think after this, oh yeah, I can't go that way. Let me see here. Oh, I forgot to get a chest too. Forgot about that. Nope, no battle, no battle, no battle, no battle, no battle, no battle. Yeah, I at least want to get to where I'm going a little bit. I forget sometimes how everything goes. No battle, no battle. This is another battle that I can actually pop up again. So be prepared for that. I think... Oh, well, there's the brass gunner move. Fairy said, move this rock in this manner, and... Got it! Thanks, Fairy! Yeah, he's a literal tank. Oh well, I missed the item, I missed the item. Alright. Some secret passages that you can go through here. They're not exactly obvious, so it does reward some exploration. Don't care for the angel wing. Brave apple, I do care about. I forget what the brave apple does, though. But it's pretty safe to go through. Use it on Bowie. Oh! Level increase, that's right. Probably could have saved that. Probably. That's fine. That's not what I wanted. Give a healing item over to Elric. Okay. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, there's more. I knew there was something else that was here. Alright. Have to be careful with people's slots, because I'm actually going to be, getting something in the battle. Somebody's going to kill somebody and pick up an item or two. So I do have to be careful on that part. Oh, and here's another battle. I smell intruders from the east. This is the territory of Mr. Creed. And look, more desert. Go away! But we have to see him. Please let us pass. Sorry, I forgot the voice on that one. I don't know why. No, leave now. Hey, look. More. Never mind. Get 'em, boys. Alright. And here comes this battle, which we will come up to at a different time. Yeah, we have some new enemies and whatnot, but in either case, yeah, here's Elric in his brass gunner glory. In any case, my name's been Magnus. I hope you enjoyed my content. If you do, please give me a like and subscribe down below, and place a comment down below on what you like, what you don't like, and your opinions on your different promotions. I think this is, between the last episode and this one, this is a great opportunity to bring up your opinions on your different promotions you get for your characters. In either case, my name is Magnus. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.